Welcome back, team. Okay, fine. Team. So in our last session, we understand about the Nginx architecture, right? So that was the part exactly we started with. If you notice, what exactly the changes we brought up here. So especially application gateway is connecting to the Nginx ingress controller. But before that one, we discussed on how to connect with the application gateway, how exactly application gateway is connecting with the application gateway ingress controller. Now, on top of it, we just brought the Nginx ingress. Now, we should understand more on how exactly the routing can be formed in the Nginx. Okay, that is the important thing which we need to see. And also, before going for that, I listed few steps for you, so that I think we can take a quick look on that. So first and foremost thing, team. First, we need to double check. Is there any IP address is available? Why we need to look for the IP address? The reason is, team, if you notice Nginx is an ingress controller which is sitting inside a virtual network. So if it is sitting inside the virtual network, so we need to make sure there is some private IP is being reserved for that. If you don't reserve, also not an issue, it will take a random ID. So instead, if you keep some reserved ID, that is really good benefit for you to just make sure, okay, that is exactly the IP this particular project A will refer. So that one will be definitely useful when you want to refer any other cases. Okay. So the best case here is, let's go there and find out the internal IP. If you don't find, also not an issue. Again, I'm telling. And then we need to install the Nginx into the AKS cluster. So again, another point you should understand here. Whenever you're installing the Nginx, you should install the Nginx usually to specific namespace. Point to be remember. If Nginx is installed to the specific namespace, your service, your pod, your deployments, your secrets, each and everything needs to be deployed in the same namespace. Please understand. Okay. So what exactly the scenario we are simulating here? Nginx is deployed to one namespace where corresponding Kubernetes resources are also in the same namespace. So that was the concept exactly we are discussing. Okay, so now my point is, team. So once you are here, so now what exactly the point here is? So we installed the Nginx, then we need to create a private DNS zone. Now another question: why we need a private DNS zone? Why can't we go with just an IP address? Okay. So I want to show you how exactly the host-based routing is possible in Nginx. Okay, we have seen path-based routing in application gateway ingress controller. Now similar ingress controller we took as an Nginx. Now we are going to see how we can make a routing based upon the host. So that's the point exactly we are saying here. Okay, that's why you need to create some host. What is this? So this host is private DNS zone. Private DNS zone is always limited to only virtual network. The communication or the type, that particular DNS name will be resolved only within the virtual network team. Please understand. It will not resolve outside. Only within the virtual network only it will be resolved to an IP. Okay, please understand that. Okay, fine. And finally, you need to add a record, especially add a record of Nginx address to the domain, which is the track UAT. So I'm just taking one example for you. This is the private DNS zone domain. This is cloud learning internal .link is the domain. Okay, this is the domain, and for this domain, tracker UAT is a subdomain. Okay, subdomain. So this is exactly the private DNS zone which I am creating, so that I think we will play with the same thing. And finally, submit the internal ingress resource to AKS. Okay, fine. So especially once you are ready with once you are ready with these things. Okay. So once you are ready with these things, I believe, so what exactly the point here is, you just need to submit the internal ingress resource so that your Kubernetes cluster understand how routing can happen. So that is exactly the things which we need to take a look now. Okay. All right. Let me open the Visual Studio Code so that I think we can start connecting with the Kubernetes cluster. Okay. All right. I'm in the studio code already. Okay, so now first point what you need to think about here is, okay, so basically you know few things already. First and foremost thing, what exactly the point we just discussed, we need to understand, is there any IP address which is available for free, so that I think we can lock it. Okay, there is specially a command to just clear that one. So that's the command exactly I listed also. Okay, you can refer this one. Okay, I prepared the actual command also for you. So this is the prepared command. Okay, prepared command. So meaning that what exactly we are doing here is, let me explain the command. AZ network, a virtual network, okay. So there we are checking an IP address. The virtual network name is project VNet AZ and resource group is AZ-RC and IP address is specifically we are checking whether this IP is free or not. I'm taking one more IP and pressing enter. So the moment when type enter, it will double check whether this IP is free or not in this particular subnet. If it is free, I'm going to use that. See, available true. Available true means I can use that. That's awesome. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. Right. Let me go back to our steps. So what are the steps we prepared? Okay. Let's go back to our steps team. All right. So once you have your internal IP ready, there I'm going and I'm just installing internal ingress into your Kubernetes cluster. This is exactly the command which you need to proceed. Okay. So especially this particular command is talking about one thing. Please understand. So you are trying to install the internal Nginx specific to a namespace called ingress-basics. Let me double check. Do we have this namespace already? So kubectl get ns. Okay, I don't see namespace. Okay, that's awesome. So now what you can do, if you read this particular installation command, somewhere you will invoke your internal IP also. See, there is service.load balancer IP which you are passing as 10.120.0.22 or something like that you are passing, right? So that is exactly the thing you need to understand here. So you're passing an IP address, whatever you just see it's available. For example, 221 is available. So that is exactly the IP which you just noticed. So I'm just using the same IP address. I'm just filling the command. That's all you need to fill. You just copy this particular entire installation, okay, entire installation, and go back to the VM. Okay, just come here, just clear the screen and just paste over there. So just the moment when you paste, okay, that's all you need to do. Press enter. So this is what exactly the Helm chart will be installed into your Kubernetes cluster. What Helm chart means, it consisting of all required resources, especially for the Ingress service, Ingress parts, Ingress controller, whatever the things are really required for Ingress, everything will be deployed. So now once this is done, so this is done team. Okay, so now what exactly we need to do here is, so once your Ingress stuff is installed into your Kubernetes cluster, so you can understand also what all the things got installed. kubectl get all, okay, get all -n ingress -basic. Okay, if you apply this particular thing, you can see all the resources which got installed into your Kubernetes cluster with respect to your Ingress. Okay, these are all the things got installed. Okay, you don't need to by heart anything. You no need actually. So whatever the installation is done, just keep that one with you. All right. So once this is done team, I told you already, so your Kubernetes installation is awesome. So that is cleared out. Now what exactly you need to do? So let's go there and refer the documentation team. Okay, if you refer the documentation, say Nginx is installed, that's clear. Then private DNS zone creation. So this is what exactly we need to proceed. You go back to the Azure portal, then come here. So there you can create a private DNS zone. I'm just creating on private DNS zone. Okay. Okay, and just go for the private DNS zone. Especially when creating a private DNS zone, I'm just clicking on the create button here. And for example, oh, come on. Why is still disabled? Just a second there. I'm thinking everything is alright actually. See, I think everything is started, right? Now why it is showing as disabled? It's active actually. Okay, I don't see any issue. Just a second team, just a second. Okay, all right. I think it's a normal. I think it's just an environment issue because we just seen that now it's not there. Okay, all right. So just go there because you just go for the AZ-RC. So this is the resource group I'm just considering team, specially for you. Okay. Okay. I'm very sorry, team. I'm very sorry. Actually, I got a call from hospital. That's why. Sorry. Okay, all right, team. So fine. So once you are here, team. So what exactly the thing we need to think about here is, so whatever the private DNS zone I'm talking about, please copy this one. Please copy this one, team. So this is what exactly cloud learning internal.link is your domain. That is what your internal domain. Please copy that and paste over there. That's what exactly you need to do. Don't copy your subdomain. That is not required. Later you will create the subdomain. So once you are done, just go ahead and finally click on create. So you created a private DNS zone. Simple. Once this private DNS zone created, what is our next step, team? Our next step here is add a record of Nginx ingress to the domain tracker uat.cloudlearning.link. Okay. So now what you need to do, you need to create a link now. So how exactly we are creating this particular record? So if you go to your Kubernetes cluster, kubectl get ingress team. Okay. So for example, when you apply the command, so whatever the list you are seeing, this is application gateway ingress controller. Hope you remember this one. This is application gateway ingress controller. You remember, right, team? This is what exactly we wrote. So for application gateway, but I don't require this one. I require the ingress which we applied also, right? That is what exactly. So for example, we just deployed ingress, right, team? So just a moment. Sorry, kubectl. Ingress hyphen here. Hyphen n I'm just taking the ingress hyphen basic, okay? Sorry, yeah. Just deployed the ingress into the same resource groups. That's what exactly my idea. Just give me a moment, okay? Yeah, sorry, yeah. I'm very sorry. I think you need to look not for that. You just need to look for the service, okay? kubectl get svc hyphen n ingress hyphen basic team, okay? You should look for the service team, okay? That load balancer is required for you, okay? This is ingress load balancer. You need to look for this. Okay, when you come to the ingress load balancer and Nginx ingress controller, external 10.140.0221. This is the IP exactly I'm talking about, team. Okay, copy this IP and go back to your private DNS whatever you just created. So once you're here, I need to create a record set here. Okay, I need to create a record set. Click on the record set. And by the way, so once you're here, what exactly we need to think about here is, so whatever the IP address you are saying, just close this particular thing. Okay, 10.140.0221. Okay, this one I'm just keeping this one. And specially, whatever the domain you want to see, that domain name you need to use here. Okay, for you can give anything, some ABC, XYZ also. So, but actually, what I said, we are planning an application in the UAT environment. So that's why I'm just giving some application name followed by environment. Okay, that's the format I'm following. Tracker UAT.cloud learning internal.link. Okay, that's the thing exactly I created. And click on OK, sir. So once you click on OK, so now what will happen here is, you have created a record. That's awesome. So meaning that what you achieved, I will tell. So if you come here, if you come to the virtual network, this is what your virtual network. Inside virtual network, if you give nslookup tracker UAT.cloud learning.link, learning internal.link, it will be resolved to an IP. But when you go outside of the virtual network, maybe you sit somewhere here, another virtual network, if you give nslookup tracker UAT.cloud learning internal.link, it will not be resolved. That is the exact importance of private DNS. Private DNS is limited to only your virtual network, but it can be extended also. But you need to add the virtual network link. Hope you remember that one. We added VNet link in one of our previous scenarios. So that case you need to solve that one. Okay. All right. For now, you no need to do or you no need to worry about that one. So this is awesome so far. Then you need to submit the internal ingress resource route to the A case. Let's go there and assess this case. If you understand, team, so I have an ingress ready. Okay, everything I prepared already for you. So this is what exactly the ingress resource we are talking about. So if you notice one thing, team, I want to differentiate, especially in this particular case, for example. Okay, so this is what exactly you are seeing for the Nginx. Okay, Nginx. A very important thing, what exactly you need to keep in your mind is only 2 points. Okay. Point number 1, which namespace you are deploying this one. That is very important. Point number 2, what exactly your ingress class name. This ingress class name is also very, very important. Okay. For example, you can have multiple ingress controllers in the same namespace. Multiple ingress controllers are still possible. But how it will be differentiated by using ingress class name only. You may get doubt where exactly we got this ingress class name. The ingress class name is came from here only. See, whatever the ingress class name, specially, if you use whatever the things, so this is what exactly the default thing we just deployed. Okay, default thing we deployed. If you go with the default one, it will simply tell your ingress class name is Nginx. If you want to override, you need to use --set. You need to override with the relevant parameter. Okay, so that is what the override exactly we need to do. But you don't need to think about it. You just ignore that now. So for now, I'm just going with Nginx default one, whatever is available, whatever we install. That's the default name. That's awesome. I'm setting a rule. Hey, if a traffic comes with trackeruat.cloudlearning internal.link, if traffic comes with this, you should route the traffic to the service middleware and also path also middleware. So meaning that if the traffic comes trackeruat.cloudlearning internal.link, if traffic comes like this, so you are routing your traffic and you are forwarding that traffic to this service. That's what exactly you are doing. Okay, that's what exactly you are doing. So now my point here is, this is very easy. So whatever you understand, especially in your Nginx case, okay, in AGIC case, this is what your AGIC case, team. Okay, let me compare these two so that you will get an idea. So the right side one is the AGIC, which is a application gateway ingress controller. The left side one is the ingress one, team. So if you see this one, okay, if you see this one, this is what exactly the tracker UAT. Sorry, this is what exactly the tracker UAT. Tracker UAT. See, this is the domain. It matches with the domain. If it matches with the domain, you are routing the traffic to the service called middleware. Simple. It matches with the domain, and also if the path name is /middleware, then only traffic is going. But it's here, if it is a /middleware, directly you are going to the service. That's a difference, team. Okay, this is path based routing. This is what the host based routing. Okay, you need to understand this. Okay, all right. So once you are done with this particular process, now what is my goal here is, my goal, I need to submit this one to Kubernetes. So to submit this one to the Kubernetes, kubectl apply -f. I'm just dragging this one here. That's all. If you submit this ingress, that's all you did. So now you just go there, kubectl get ingress. Okay. If you try to get the ingress, for example, this is the default one. If you go for the -a, it will list you the another one also. That's an interesting fact here. See, when you apply the -a, you are seeing an internal domain corresponding to an IP address. That's an interesting fact. See, from now onwards, if you want to play, you can simply take this domain name and you can play. What exactly I'm telling, I'm within the virtual network, right? NS lookup, I'm just giving NS lookup, I'm just giving this particular host name, okay? You just copy the host name, just enter. See, for example, in some cases, now it is not resolving. Hey, you don't get any fear here. It is not resolving within the same network also. My VM also sitting here. My VM also sitting in the same way Kubernetes cluster is sitting. Then why it is not resolving? It should resolve. No. This is a Kubernetes cluster. Our VM is also sitting here only, team. Okay. If you go to the VM here, okay, just copy the VM, virtual machine. I'm just bringing this particular VM here. Okay, keep the VM here. So now that is what the point exactly I mentioned, right? If your VM belongs to the same virtual network, your NS lookup of your private DNS must resolve, but it is not resolving. The reason is only one thing. You go to your private DNS zone. You need to add the record for the VM also. You need to add the record. So that is what missing here. Okay. If you add the record, definitely it will resolve. Okay. That's only the missing part here. So now how to add a record? That's very simple. You go to the VM first. Okay. If you go to the VM, if you go to the VM, there you can see the VM IP. Okay. You just come here. So this is what AZVM is your thing. Okay. Just take that particular AZVM. Especially, I'm just taking AZ-VM. I'm just using the same name and just click the record set. I just come here and just giving the same name. Especially to the IP address, you need to give the IP address, whatever the private IP which you have, right? So this is the IP address exactly you need to give so that it will be resolved to that. Okay, it will be resolved to that. For example, I'm just giving, okay, this is a private DNS zone, means only private IP address only you will give. Okay, so just click OK. So now it will start resolving. Because you informed private DNS zone, please understand about this VM also. So then what will happen, so just after a few seconds, if you try to apply the same thing, I think it will be sorted out. Okay, just you need to wait for a few seconds, team. Okay, it will be work out. So let's just double check this one after a few seconds, not an issue. So all right, team. So you deployed ingress, that's awesome. You deployed everything. Everything is good now. Now, so far, let's go there and assess the architecture one more time. If you refer the architecture, team, so this is what exactly you sorted out. But I want to double check one more thing. Whether service, pod deployment, secret, all those things got deployed in the same namespace or not. That is my next challenge thing. Okay, to do that, you just go back to your resources. Here, exactly your resources I prepared. For example, if you go to the deployment YAML, this is what your deployment YAML, right, team? So in this deployment YAML, I already added a namespace as ingress basic. Awesome. Okay, fine. So that is awesome. So you already added that one. So the next one, I'm just going for the service YAML. Service YAML also I added the namespace as ingress basic. That is also good. Next one is the secret YAML, right? So there is one more called secret YAML. So even secret YAML also, you just need to make sure ingress basic only. That's really awesome. Everything is good. Now what you need to do, kubectl apply -f, okay? I'm just bringing this particular thing. So especially, I'm just applying one by one team here, okay? One by one. So for example, deployment.yaml, okay? Deployment.yaml. So that is the first thing I'm just applying. This is what the deployment.yaml. So I believe this is the correct one only. Yes, okay. Deployment.yaml, just apply. Okay, awesome. I applied the deployment.yaml, kubectl apply -f. You just take the SVC YAML. So that is the one. Is another one is that. So first pod deployment, another one is SVC deployment. So once these things are clear, next I'm just going for the secret. Okay, secret -f. Okay, secret YAML. So the secret YAML. Okay, secret YAML is the one exactly. I'm just stopping it. So I believe something wrong in the secret YAML. Okay, let me read this one. Secret YAML, right? Oh, sorry. I think some nonsense being placed here. Sorry. I believe this was the secret exactly. Okay, sorry. There is an interesting. Okay, I'm just clearing this one. Okay, all right. So once you just come here, I'm just placing this one more time. Okay? Everything is awesome. Okay, kubectl get po -n ingress -basic. Okay, that's the thing exactly you need to take it out. So for example, team. Now once you are here, it is telling some image pull back off. Image pull back off usually will come if there is a problem with the container registry. Okay, let me double check with any problem with the container registry team. Okay, so for example, I believe, okay, so fine. So for example, what exactly the thing I'm just thinking here is, let me go there and refer what exactly your container registry. Okay, I'm just creating one dummy shell script here. Okay, which is for our playing purpose. Okay, this is what exactly you need to refer. You need to prepare your command also. I believe something is wrong here. Just a second, team. So here, this is our project, right? Main project. I'm just referring what exactly our container registry name. Okay, so here you must keep that particular thing. Is it? I believe it is going for. I'm thinking we have developed our. We have pushed our image from here only. That's what exactly the thing I do recall. So just a second, then. 1 second, please. 1 second. Just give me 1 second, please. Sorry, deployment YAML. I think this is the one. Sorry, I believe this is what your ACR team. Okay, project ACR 23. Okay, this is what this must be there. If it is not there, I think that's a problem exactly coming for you now. Okay, you just go there. You just go there. You just go back to your portal. There I can see container registry. So you just go for the container registry team. Okay. If you go for the container registries, okay, this is what your container registry, no? Okay, I think that is the missing part. Okay, let me do one small thing. I'm just creating the container registry now very quickly. I'll push an image quickly. Okay, so I think I'm just going for the AZRZ. So AZRZ is the one. I'm just taking the same name so that you don't need to modify anything on the deployment. Okay, I'm just keeping the same thing. I'm just going for the networking, encryption, review and create. Finally click create. Okay, you are creating a container registry. Okay, at the moment. Alright, so once this is being created, I think what exactly the pending parts, you need to push your image to container registry. So that is also you need to do. So you need to build the Docker file. You need to build the Docker file. Okay, to build the Docker file, I'm just going there. You just go here. Okay, you just go here. I'm just going here, team. Okay, so firstly, what you need to do. So especially this is what your main project, right? I'm just going to the main project. Okay, because we did this one by using our raw approach only, right? So that's I'm just going there. I'm just going here. So here is the one exactly the Docker file you are seeing, right? Okay, so now what you need to do, so you just need to build the Docker file. If you build the Docker file, I believe that's exactly the thing. You need to push this particular Docker file to the same registry. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds to that particular, particularly ACR to be ready. Okay, just wait for a few seconds, team. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, I think it's good. Okay, so now you need to go to the virtual machine. Again, I'm doing sudo docker build, team. Okay, sudo docker build -t. Okay, so that's the thing exactly you need to go, and followed by you need to give some name. Okay, Spring Boot or something like that. I'm just giving some Spring Boot. Maybe you can give the whenever you are just building up. I think it's always good practice. I think if you give this particular ID as the one of the tagging. Okay, it's not tagging actually. It's image name only. Okay, just give this one. So once you are done, I believe if you want to define, you can define the tag name also with the colon. Okay, that's your call. Okay, just give the dot. Okay, just press enter. Let it build. I think it will build very fastly only because I think we did the same thing under this particular VM earlier. Okay, see, I think it's built the project already. So it built the image already. Okay, So once it's built this one, so let me docker images, okay, docker image, sudo docker images, okay, that's the thing exactly you need to look for. So I believe if you look for, I believe there I can see something called yeah, I believe I'm seeing something, okay. So I'm seeing something here, some ID project is here slash Spring Boot. I think that's exactly the name we have given just now. That's awesome. All right, team. So once you're here, I believe I just need to modify. I'm just changing the tag also with respect to your, just to align on the naming convention. The reason for that one is, team, whenever you are pushing, first it will check what exactly your login server. Okay, what exactly your login server. So that is the difference exactly I'm noticing now. I believe if you notice your previous images and this image, I think there is some difference. I think I do notice. Okay. So especially what exactly you need to do. So you just need to modify that one with respect to the tag. Okay, that is exactly the thing you need to do. Okay, all right. So now what exactly you need to do? So you can write another command. You know the command already. Okay, sudo. Sorry, let list down the images one more time. Sudo docker images. Okay. Okay, so this is what exactly you have used just now, right? So provide Azure / Spring Boot. Okay, so now I'm just writing another command, sudo docker tag. Okay, tag. So what exactly the name tagging you are giving? Just copy this one. You don't want to see like this, right? I'm just taking this particular thing. That's tagging. I'm just changing to some existing ones, but I will change a little bit. Don't worry. Okay, so not with the same. I think you can use the same thing also. Let me double check. I think that's the correct one also you are using in the deployment. That's awesome. You can use the same thing. Okay, so that is the thing exactly you just need to keep. So sudo docker tag current image and the future image name. Okay, that's exactly the thing. Just press enter. That's it. Now I think whatever the image you just brought up, I think yeah, sudo docker. I believe Azure to the Azure CI docker for Spring Boot. This makes sense. Okay, this is what exactly the same tagging you made again. So now you need to make a push. Okay, sudo docker push. Okay, so I believe you need to log in first. Okay, you need to log in. Okay, otherwise it will not proceed. Okay, to log in, sudo acr login. Correct. So that's the command exactly you need to do. And hyphen name. So you need to give the name of your container registry also. So if you come to the name of the container registry, so you just come here. I'm just giving this particular name. You just give this particular login hyphen name. So that's the thing exactly is asking the username. So especially just a moment, just a moment. Okay. So now you go back to your Chrome, and here I'm just bringing and referring our access keys. You know very well that you need to enable the admin user. Okay, just enable it. Just copy this username and registry. That's your registry name. Just give that registry name. Press enter. It lasts the password. I believe. Just go to the Chrome browser one more time. Copy the password, access key. Okay, and just come back here and just paste over there and just press enter. Sorry, yeah. I think I placed it wrongly. I placed wrongly. Maybe just a second. Okay, I'm just copying the name one more time. So you just come here. Okay, just paste over there, and password is there. Okay, you just come here, team, one more time. I'm just copying very clearly. Okay, I just come here, just cursor press. Okay, just press enter. Okay, press. Oh, come on. Just a second. What exactly the problem I'm making here? Okay, am I pasting correctly or not? Enable the area authorization document with the message. Please run the AG login to set up the account. Unable to get the admin credentials. I don't think so. That is really required. That's a warning only. Just a second, team. Okay, just a second. I'm just giving the name one more time. That's exactly the name. I believe. Let me double check one more thing. What are the things I'm copying? Okay, otherwise I'll regenerate. You can regenerate also. Copy this one. I'm just going to the Visual Studio Code, and at the bottom I'm just we prepared one gg.sh only for the dummy thing, or for just our player just pasting the commands. I think it's pasting really well. I don't see any issue also. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do unauthorized authentication required. Okay, I believe they are just asking me to log in first. Okay, I'm just doing the easy login, team. Okay, they're asking me to log in. No choice. Okay. Sorry, I think the browser got opened in another window. Sorry, I think that too it is saying I think it's not working. I'm just copying the another recommended command. Okay, let's try to use this one. Okay, so when you use this one, I believe You just copy this one and you just open the browser one. Okay. Sorry team, I think I can show you that one here. I don't know, I think it's not opening here. Okay, let me do the same thing here. Okay, so that you will get an idea. Okay, for example, what exactly said this one exactly? Okay, they're asking the key. Just pass the key and just say you're logged in. Okay, you're logged in. Okay, all right. Okay, I believe that's the problem exactly you're getting. Okay, just go back. So JSON response came. Now you try to log in now. Okay, now you try to log in. Okay, this is what exactly you're trying this time. Okay, especially the same as the login, so no doubt. Just press enter and asking the password, and I took the password already, right? Just copy this password, just paste over there. Awesome, fantastic. Okay, you already logged in, that's really good. Now what you need to do, you need to push. Simple, you need to push sudo docker push. What exactly you need to push? You need to give your image name very clearly. Okay, very clearly you need to give. So to give that image name, I believe you need to list that one. So sudo docker images. Okay, I'm just getting the list. Okay, and especially you just copy this one. Okay, sudo docker push. Okay, I'm just giving this particular name. Okay, colon. So I'm just giving some relevant name also here, Tim. Okay, or something like if you want to give latest tag, you can give. If you don't give the latest also, it will pick the same thing. It will push it. Okay, awesome, Tim. So that's the problem actually, since ACR got deleted, I think because of our account issue. That's why I think we need to build and we need to push it again. All right, that's awesome, team. Everything good. Now what do you need to do? Simple activity you need to do. One small activity I will tell, and especially one interesting fact also. You remember ACR secret is the one which you need to deploy. You should not forget this, okay? Because your ACR is new now, okay? So you need to deploy the ACR secret also. When you want to deploy the ACR secret, please copy the names as it is. Okay, I will tell what exactly you need to do. Copy the ACR name, especially this is the name. Okay, container registry name. This is the container registry name I pasted, and the secret name is ACR-secret. That's one you know already, because that is exactly the name we are using in the deployment YAML. Okay, to make you very clear, I think you can click on the deployment YAML. Sorry, you can go to the deployment YAML. I can show you. Okay, see, you are using ACR-secret, so you need to use the same name here also. All right. So once your thing is done, okay, I'm just going here. Okay. So once this thing is done, then I'm just going for the namespace. Okay. What is the namespace exactly you need to see? You need to see Nginx-basic. Okay. That's a thing exactly you should follow, team. Okay. Don't miss this one. Okay. Just do the same thing. Okay. You need to keep everything inside the same namespace. Okay. I'm just keeping everything already, username and the password again. Okay. Again, username is the same thing only. So I'm just giving the login ID as the username. Okay. Just give that one. And especially the password is the one exactly the below one which we already copied. Okay, copy this one and just copy and just cut that one also. They're not really required for that. Okay, just pasting over there. Awesome, team. Just you prepared this particular command. You just copy this command and just go back and just paste over there and just hit enter. That's it. Okay, no such failure directed. Just a moment. I think no, I think it's typo. Sorry, it's a typo, team. Okay, just remove this one. Okay. All right. So it's remove this one. I believe it should be fine this time. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, so press enter, team. Just a moment. Service a pass. No. Oh, so here also. Sorry, it's my bad. I placed unnecessary things here. Okay, I believe it should be fine this time. I don't see any other new things. Okay, all right. So fine. Just copy this one. Okay, just come here, paste over there, press enter. Okay, created team. Okay, secret created. Once the secret got created, what you need to do, So the next important thing here is team. So ACR secret created. That's awesome. So now interesting fact here is once the secret got created, now this is the time for you to just double check your deployment. Okay, kubectl get deployment. If you go for the deployment, you know very well, okay, your namespace is different, okay, Nginx-basic, okay, you need to give that one team. So there is a middleware, okay, I'm deleting the deployment, okay, kubectl delete deployment, okay, deployment, I'm just deleting the deployment which is sitting in the namespace. Every time you need to give the namespace, okay, otherwise it will not identify, it will refer only default only. If you delete that one, just have another idea, kubectl apply -n, now I'm submitting again, okay. Where is the deployment YAML? Deployment YAML, okay. I'm submitting now. I think this time it should be good. Okay, that's what exactly I'm also looking for. The kubectl get -n Nginx-basic, okay. Now we double check. I think error image pull, I believe usually it will come because of some authentication or authorization issue. Okay, so let me double check that one also. kubectl describe PO. So this is what exactly you're getting, right? Copy this one and just paste over there. -n ingress specific ingress hyphen. This is common team. Okay, you need to pass that. No choice actually for you. I believe you just deployed your secret. I don't think so any issue for you also. Sorry, huh? Yeah, because you just deployed, right? Failed to resolve. I think project ACR 23 Docker Spring Boot latest failed to authorize, failed to fetch anonymous token. 401 unauthorized. Actually, you deployed. I believe you deployed already the ACR secret. Okay, let me double check also. kubectl get secret. Okay, get secret -n ingress basic. Okay, I'm just double checking the secret. Okay, there is ACR secret. Okay, which has been deployed 2 minutes 8 seconds. That's awesome actually. I believe everything is everything in place. Maybe we will try for kubectl get PO. We will try for one more time. Okay, get PO -n ingress basic. Okay, I'm just double checking one more time. Every image pull on it. No worries. Okay, kubectl delete PO. I'm just taking one part delete. Okay, so when you delete automatically it will comes up. Okay, let me double check one more time. Okay, I believe it is showing the same thing as error image pull only. Okay, just a moment. What you deleted? Oh, LNL, right? I think it is still coming. Is it get deleted really? No, it has not deleted. Okay, sorry. So when you deleting team, see again you have not given the namespace. Okay, so that's a problem. It's not deleted. So if you see this one, see it's not found. It came. Okay, so it's your deletion was not successful. Just press enter one more time. Now you are deleting the part. Now you try one more time. So I'm just double checking. I think image pull backup is still there, but it's I believe I gave the fix already for this earlier, but that's exactly the thing we are trying because of it got deleted. Okay, that's a problem exactly raised. Okay, I'm just double checking the password. Whatever the password we copied, is it correctly placed or not? Okay, that's the doubt. First thing we need to sort it out. I believe if you notice this one, sorry, there is a problem here. The secret is S, starts with S. Okay, but you placed PAZ. Okay, that's a problem, team. Okay, so I believe you have not pasted the secret well. I think that is the thing exactly caused this issue. Okay, I'm just applying one more time the secret team. Already exist. Okay, so very good. Okay, whenever you see these kind of issues, you just delete that particular thing. Okay, kubectl delete secret. Okay, ACR -secret. Okay, -n ingress -basic. Okay, you just need to come here and just delete this one. Okay, so once you delete this case team, awesome, everything is fantastic now. So you created everything. Now please apply one more time. Okay, excellent. Okay, now it got created. Now I believe if you delete your parts, I think definitely those things will work. Okay, kubectl delete PO. Okay, I'm just bringing up the PO team. So this is exactly the part. Okay, I'm just copying the part. Sorry, I'm just copying both the parts. Okay, which are not really required at the moment. I'm deleting this. Let those two things come automatically. Okay. Okay, I believe. Just a second. I believe. So whenever you are deleting again, your delete was not success. The reason is I think you have not applied your namespace. Okay. Ingress -basic. Okay. Just apply. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So your parts got deleted. So once your parts got deleted, I believe now I believe what exactly you need. Double check the parts one more time. Excellent. Your parts are running. Okay. Now so far good. Excellent. So far good. So now what exactly we achieved? Let me give a recap. So in this architecture, so firstly you install the Nginx, completely install, and once it is get installed in the ingress -basic, you make sure your part, your secret, your SVC, everything got deployed into the same namespace. That's what exactly you achieved. And you gave the connection as whenever the traffic comes from application gateway, it should come with a domain name, not with an IP address. That's the expectation you have. If it comes with the domain name, then only my ingress will resolve that. That's a point, team. Okay, all right. So once you are here, now what I need to do? Now I'm just going back, team. Okay, all right. So far, excellent. So now I'm just going back. Now what I need to do? I need to create an application gateway. That is pending now, team. Okay, I need to create an application gateway. So now once you are here, now my job here is, let me give a point. I need to create application gateway. I need to connect the Nginx ingress to that. Then your task is completed. That is what exactly we need to make sure end-to-end ingress is working or not. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the session. See you in the next part.